Hello, I'm Leisse Wilcox, life strategist, and I'm talking today to Elsa Deperasinski of Millstone Bread in downtown Cobourg. Elsa, tell us about your business and about what you do specifically in it.
My business is a bakery, so we do a lot of bread products. We do baked goods, cookies, bars, quiche, sandwiches. I do a lot of the post-food prep, so getting carrot cakes out, getting depanning things, getting it out front, making sure it's presentable.
Do you do any of the taste testing?
Yeah, how can you not? Never trust a skinny baker.
What's your favorite thing you guys make and sell?
Ooh, my favorite bread is buttermilk seed. It's very good. My favorite cookie is the chocolate chunk pecan. I could go on and on. I love it all.
How did you get into the bakery business?
Unintentionally, I guess. I was working there as a high school student, so I started in grade 9 and was working there, and I never intended to stay there after high school. My goal was to go to university, which I did for a little bit.
Did you buy the business from someone?
I did, yes.
Millstone Bread is a Cobourg institution. What's it like to take over that business and run it as such a young woman?
It's awesome. It's stressful at times, but we have a really, really great, supportive customer base. It just feels so right. I love it so much. When I went to school, when I went to university, it's all I thought about. It was like distracting me from my studies because I was thinking about it all the time.
And then once you took over, what would you say your biggest obstacle has been while running the business?
While running the business, honestly, probably navigating being a young woman in business. I don't think undermine is the right word, but because I'm young, I don't have a business education. I don't even have a full university education. I am always learning. Thankfully, I have a team of great, other business owners. I have a team of great business women that I've met. Other women that are just supportive and, help to navigate that.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you have to prove yourself?
I feel like there's probably a bit of that, just by nature of the situation. Mm-hmm. Women in business are a minority, especially young women in business. It doesn't feel like a pressure in that kind of sense. It's maybe the only pressure would be self-pressure, I think, mm-hmm. Because people expect failure.
Mm-hmm. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, I think people don't expect young people to do well. I think the expectation nowadays, and even in my family, as supportive and as they were, I was very thankful for that. But the expectation is, university degree, formal college education, whatever it may be. And I didn't do that. I'm a university dropout, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, technically, people are going to school effectively to get a job, and you just cut right to the chase and opened a job. So there's that. Entrepreneurship, running a business can come with a lot of feelings of isolation, loneliness. How do you find that you manage to navigate that?
I do go to the previous owners a lot. I'm in constant communication with them. Honestly, my staff, I have a really open relationship with my staff, and we talk about things pretty fluidly because whatever decision I make affects all of them. I think finding balance is important. I wanted to, enjoy my Millstone experience mm-hmm. right up until old age. Mm-hmm. I do physical activities. Mm-hmm. I do roller derby once a week, and I do a lot of rock climbing in my free time. I spend a lot of time with my family, who are still in Castleton, so mm-hmm. they're, really close to me, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Good for you.
Thanks.
It sounds like you're really in it for the long haul.
Yeah, I want to be. That's the thing. I want to be there. I love it. I don't want to not love it.
Yes. What would you identify as your first win that made you feel confident that this was the right thing for you?
I think probably my biggest win was gaining support from my family. Mm-hmm. And, not just my family, but hearing it from the previous owners, but especially my family, because I was university mindset. So then when I pitched the idea to them, it was like, so what would you guys think if I dropped out? It was a scary conversation to have. Like, school is expensive, buying a business isn't cheap. So gaining support from my family was probably my mm-hmm. biggest win.
That must have felt so great to have that support going in.
It was really validating, yeah.
Mm-hmm. How do you set yourself apart from others, both as a business and as a business owner?
As a business, I think probably our relationship with our customers is really, really important to me. I want to be approachable as a business owner. People come to me all the time with ideas, and obviously all of them aren't possible, but I try to hear them and listen to them, and I think that that's what's really important. You can't have a business without a good customer relationship. I wouldn't have a business if it weren't for my customers. I'm so thankful for them, and I think they see that, and I think that's what sets us apart as a business.
How specifically has the BECN assisted you as a business owner in getting started?
Oh, they have been a huge help. Pre-purchase, I was part of the youth program that they have, and it was great. They gave me so many sources, and they also gave me grant money, which who can say no to grant money? But they have given me resources, like even just in terms of networking. It's been awesome. I've met so many people through there. They do a ton of webinars, which is great. I'm very thankful. And still, they're helpful. Like if I needed anything now and sent somebody an email, then they would respond promptly and with great information.
Do you feel like a success so far?
No. Yes and no.
Okay.
No, because it feels so normal to me. This truly feels like where I'm supposed to be. It feels so right that it doesn't feel crazy. Like people are like, oh my gosh, you own a business. And I'm like, yeah. Even people my age are still, finishing up school. They're in their third year. So it's hard. I think socially it's challenging because this is my life now. And then on the flip side of that, I feel great. I feel so successful. I feel so full every day. Every day it's a success. Every day. Every day is a success. That's awesome.
Really commendable. Really commendable. What is one component of your business that you outsource, and how did you come to make the decision to do so?
I have an accountant who I outsource. One day I might learn to understand more of that. But now is not that time.
What about social media? What's the impact of social media been on your business, for better or for worse?
It's been good. Yeah, I've really tried to start doing, posting every day that we're open so people know what's going on, keeping people in the loop. And I have one of my staff do that, which is really nice.
If you had to give one piece of advice to someone starting a business, what would it be?
It's okay to be afraid. It's scary. It's really scary. But my mom always said, be afraid, but do it anyway. And I think about that all the time because I'm regularly afraid. I'm regularly terrified. I'm still learning, and there's so many new things that are constantly coming up, and it's scary. And I don't think people talk enough about how scary it is, but there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's been through that. And I think we should normalize that.
It has been such a pleasure getting to chat with you today about the incredible business that you're running. It's really incredible.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind. The pleasure is all mine.
Facing your fear and doing it anyway, and then coming together as a community to break bread. Thanks so much for watching.